Now, here's something interesting. I'm just sitting here at about 4:30 in the afternoon Friday, minding my own business, looking at Gray Cat, and I notice she's paying attention to something. I'm thinking, what is that she's paying attention to? With voices, kids' voices across the river valley that lies to the north of me, down the slope that I've alluded to in the past. So I'm just looking over there at the house where those kids usually are, or where the voices come from on their basketball court, but I don't see anybody on the basketball court. What is it, kitty? And then I look again and I see fire. Whoa, says I. A fire in the woods. Now, is this a controlled burn? Or is it a forest fire? This is a very interesting question. And so, to answer the question, I think I'll go outside onto the patio and see if I can get a little better look. But it's clearly coming from deep in the woods, behind that house where people live. And I see people around it, and they're not running, so that makes me think that it's a controlled burn and they're burning some debris. But it does strike me that it's probably not a good idea to be burning wood out in the middle of a forest, even if you think it's a controlled burn. I see one person, two people, and they're standing back from it. I would estimate the diameter of that fire from this distance, which is probably, a half-mile away. I would say it's at least 15 feet in diameter. And once again, if some of those sparks and leaves and little bits of fire catch, it could just burn down the whole forest here, couldn't it? Now, I'm not sure if controlled burning is allowed in Albemarle County. I think it is, and I live in the county, so it's totally within the rights of someone to burn stuff. People burn their leaves, as I recall, in the old days. But still, very interesting, huh? So here's what I'm going to do. In the end, part one of Joe Investigates the Fire, and I'm going to go to the internet and make sure it's still legal. And if it's not, I'm going to call the fire department on those people. And you may say, well, that's not very nice. But you know what? Too bad, because here's a little secret. Those people are renting that house that they're burning wood in back of. The house is owned by the Virginia Department of Highways as part of the right-of-way for the proposed western bypass, which probably won't happen. So those are people who are renting the property, and they decided to have a little controlled burn. So we'll end here, and I'll go look it up, and then I'll resume perhaps out in the patio. So we'll see what happens next. Signing off.